do not always appear strong. Sometimes the greatest strength lies in how well you hide it. Let your weakness be a disguise. Let your enemy misjudge you. And then strike. A wise warrior studies his enemy before lifting a sword, but a foolish one charges into battle and wonders why he bleeds. The war is won long before the first arrow flies. Victory is born in silence, in the shadows, in the hours when no one is watching. Let your plans be like the ocean at night, vast, deep, and unreadable. When you move, do it like lightning. No warning, just impact. In the eye of chaos, there is always an opening, a crack for those who dare to see it. The true master does not react. He provokes. He controls not only the outcome, but the rhythm of the battle itself. Those who win battles without ever fighting them have mastered the game at its highest level. If you must go to war, make sure you've already won it in your mind. To understand your enemy is to wear his skin, to think his thoughts, to fear his fears. Only then can you dismantle him from within. No nation ever grew stronger by drowning in endless war. Prolonged conflict only serves decay. Treat your soldiers like sons, and they will march beside you into the jaws of death. Even the finest blade loses its edge when soaked too long in salt water. Endurance is not eternal. Even steel rusts. When you attack, be the fire that consumes. When you wait, be the mountain that refuses to move. Swift as the wind, structured as the forest, fierce as fire, still as stone. Opportunities are not rare. They are invisible to those who hesitate. Seize one and more will follow. There are only 5 musical notes, yet infinite melodies arise. The same is true for strategy. It is not the quantity of tools, but the creativity behind their use. When your enemy is at ease, make him uneasy. When he is full, drain him. When settled, move him. Do not let comfort become his ally. Before choosing to fight, count the cost. Every battle has a price. Not all are worth paying. Wait. Observe. Sometimes all you need is to let time bring your enemy to your feet. Even the river delivers the past to the patient. Knowing yourself is greater than knowing any opponent, because in the war within, most are already defeated. 100 victories in 100 battles is not greatness. True mastery is defeating without bloodshed, commanding without shouting, winning without even being seen. Build bridges behind you, even for your enemies. Force is not always the answer, but escape should never be without dignity. Be subtle, so subtle you become invisible. Be quiet, so quiet your enemies doubt your existence. This is not weakness. This is power unseen. This is the kind of force that shapes outcomes without ever being touched. Confusion is your ally. Let your opponents search for your intent, and in their searching, they will forget their own. The clever fighter does not just win. He wins easily, not because the fight was simple, but because he made it that way. Awaken your enemy. Study his habits. Provoke his instinct. Push him to reveal his openings. If you must move him first. Let his actions become your map. Let his fear become your compass. Believe in yourself. The body follows where the mind dares to go. Attack is hidden inside defense, and defense is merely the planning of an attack. A small force, well used, can destroy a great one used poorly. Don't act out of emotion. Don't move in anger. Wait. Think. Deliberate before every step. Quick decisions may keep you alive, but reckless ones invite death. Excellence lies not in domination, but in resolution. Not in crushing the enemy, but in dissolving his desire to fight. If you know neither your enemy nor yourself, you will lose again and again. Do not fight because you want to. Fight because you must. Do not move because you can. Move because it matters. Do not shout. Do not boast. Let your victory speak in silence. Justice moves slow, but when it arrives, crushes all in its path. Love your friends, yes, but learn the art of loving your enemies. That lesson will set you free. If your opponent stands united, divide him. If he is together, fragment him. Because a house divided cannot strike back. A man who has nothing to lose is the most dangerous man in the field. Approach with caution, or not at all. What is difficult now was once simple when left unhandled. Handle small problems early, before they grow teeth. Greatness is not achieved in one move. It is built from 1,000 unseen steps. Be where your enemy is not. Let him search, and while he searches, you strike. Your enemy's weakness is often hidden behind his confidence, and his greatest fear might be hiding behind his laughter. Do not let emotions blind your judgment. Rage, pride, jealousy, they all sharpen your enemy's blade, while dulling your own. If he sends his forces everywhere, he will be weak everywhere. Divide his attention, fracture his focus, then conquer. Sometimes to win, you don't need to be everywhere. You just need to be where he isn't. An enemy who knows your secrets is more dangerous than a stranger with a sword. Guard your truth. Not every friend is a friend. Out of order comes disorder. Out of strength, weakness. And from courage, fear may rise. When your friend breaks bread with your enemy, consider whether he is your friend at all. Sugar mixed with poison still kills sweetly. Flies may seem harmless until they've sat too long on a corpse. Be mindful of who follows you. Not all followers mean well. The man who romanticizes war has never bled in one. Those who glorify the sword rarely carry its weight. As water takes the shape of its vessel, so must your tactics change. With every battlefield, there are no fixed rules in war, no guarantees, no patterns that last forever. Only change, only flow. Led not with commands, but with example. Let your soldiers follow you, because they believe in your direction, not because they fear your punishment. Respect earns more loyalty than terror. Treat your warriors as your own sons, and they will not hesitate to protect you like a father. Handle both the weak and the powerful with the same precision. The strong can be toppled. The weak can be underestimated. Tactics must always serve strategy. Without a vision, moves are just noise before the silence of defeat. But strategy without action is a boat with no sail. Prisoners should not be crushed. They should be understood. Their knowledge may one day save your life. Do not destroy every enemy, just their will to fight. That is enough. Even beasts will defend themselves when pushed into corners. Corner no one unless you're ready for the claws. Beware the friend who compliments you too easily and never corrects your flaws. Honest wounds heal deeper than false praise. In peace, plan for war. In war, remember the value of peace. Discipline is freedom. Structure is strength. Order is power. When you rise in the morning, lay out your plan. Like armor on the battlefield. Let no hour be wasted. Let no motion be thoughtless. The ones who succeed are not those who do more, but those who do only what matters. Power walks hand in hand with need. The hungrier the purpose, the stronger the will. Time is the soul of the world. Use it wisely, or be consumed by those who do. Be a good son, a wise brother, a patient spouse, a just father. Led not with fear, but with integrity. Even error has its lovers. Even falsehood wears a beautiful mask. But truth walks unclothed, and yet it is never ashamed. Beyond every dark cloud, there's a star, still shining, still watching, still waiting for you to look up. The wise man is not known by his volume, but by his silence. The strongest voice is sometimes the one not heard. Wisdom once learned can never be unlearned. So seek it, not as a prize, but as a way of life. Do not bury your mistakes in false words. Confront them, correct them, and let them become your teachers. Temperance is strength. It is the mind's armor against storms of emotion. Let concern fuel your fire, not drown your courage. True friends are not ornaments. They are armor. They carry you when your legs forget how to stand. Many may be born poor, but all are born with the ability to grow in wisdom. Learn silence, not as a punishment, but as a path. Let stillness be your fortress. Let reflection be your blade. Listen more than you speak. Absorb more than you respond. Transform more than you react. The science of happiness is simple. Live now. Not before. Not after. Now. If you can be an eagle, do not envy the jackdaws. Soar alone if you must, but soar high. A man enslaved by his desires is no more free than a prisoner in chains. If you cannot find a loyal friend, be your own. Drunkenness is temporary madness. Do not surrender your reason for the taste of escape. Those who sow hatred and violence will never harvest peace. The law must be the voice of reason, not power, not rage, but logic tempered with compassion. And the judge? He must be its clearest echo. Your children are not your property. They are gifts on loan from the Creator. Walk lightly in spring. The earth breathes beneath your steps. Do not crush her with your carelessness. Ask questions not with your mouth, but with your heart, and the answers will echo from places you've never imagined. There is no death, only transformation. Worlds do not end. They change shape, and so do we. Life? It's the flicker of a firefly in the night, the breath of a buffalo in winter, the shadow that dances on the grass, then fades into sunset. Remember, the greatest battle is not outside you. It is within. Conquer that, and no enemy can ever win against you.